Today we're going to do an in-depth flame wall arch tutorial. I honestly thought that the bathroom had its day, but it's gone viral again and the sun have stole it, so here we are. The tools you're going to need are string. Make sure it is string and not wool, as we're going to need zero tension. Secondly, we're going to need a pencil, and then we're going to need a spirit level. The bigger the better, because we can use this as a ruler. Simple measuring tape, a fabric one will suffice. You're going to need a printer to print the flames off. And finally, some masking tape or frog tape. You're going to need 3 measurements. The first measurement is the middle, and then you're going to draw a line straight up to where the centre of the arch would be. The next 2 measurements are how far out from the tile you'd want the arch to be. And then you're going to join those all up with your spirit level, so you've got a nice big column. Next, you're going to attach your pencil to some string, tape or pin it to the centre, and then make a big swoop, and that should give you your arch. Moving on to the flames. As you can see, I've got a stencil here, and the stencil was made by googling flames, blowing the picture up, printing the picture off and masking taping it together. So you should have something that looks like this. And then I just cut the excess off and placed it around on the wall until I was happy. The mirror that I'm using is a circle, so I flipped the design for symmetry. Once that's all done, we can move on to the fun part, the painting. You want to tape the outer edge, but for the outer arch we're taking extra time and extra care, using lots of smaller pieces, just to make sure that the paint doesn't seep through and we get that seamless finish. Should then be left with something that looks like this. Now, I did consider taping the flames, but then I realised how much of a task that was going to be and decided to raw dog it with makeup brushes. For the next step, you're going to need a couple of small detail makeup brushes. Think pencil or small concealer brush, and then 3 colours of wall paint in your choice. Use the small makeup brush to cut around the flames as closely as you can. Try not to stress if you make mistakes, as you can always cut back with the next colour. Once you've done the bulk with the small brushes, you can cut in with the roller for the main part. Then we're just repeating what we did at the top at the bottom, but starting with the block this time to give the flames time to dry before we have to cut back in with the next colour. Now we're cutting back in with the detail, so once again we're using the makeup brushes. Go as close as you can to make sure that there's no white gaps. Don't stress if you go a little bit over the purple, because we're now going to complete the look. We're cutting in with our smallest brush and darkest colour of all. I wish I had a secret hack for this part, but honestly it just took a lot of time and a whole heap of patience. And here's what it looks like completed. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments, but I'd also love to see an army of flame walls, so please tag me if you follow the tutorial.